Did you know that sleep deprivation can make your brain eat itself? The issue is that sleep deprivation often does not appear suddenly. It begins with habits, pressure, and small disturbances that many people overlook every day. 1. Signs that you may be sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation is not only about sleeping too little. It also includes shallow sleep, frequent awakenings, or waking up without feeling physically restored. Common signs include daytime sleepiness, fatigue, sluggishness, frequent yawning, a heavy head, and difficulty feeling alert after waking up. People who are sleep deprived may also have reduced concentration, forgetfulness, slower reaction time, lower work efficiency, and a greater tendency to make mistakes than usual. You may become irritable, stressed, anxious, impatient, or experience mood changes in activities that require a high level of alertness, such as driving, studying, working, or operating machinery. If daytime sleepiness, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, or waking up without feeling alert occurs frequently, it may be a sign that the body is not getting enough sleep or that sleep quality is poor. 2. Causes that make us sleep deprived. The most common cause is stress and anxiety. When the brain has to think too much, the body can remain in a state of alertness, making it difficult to relax and fall asleep. Another cause is the use of electronic devices before bedtime. Blue light from phones, computers, or televisions can reduce melatonin secretion, leading to sleep difficulties. Irregular sleep habits can also disrupt the biological clock. Going to bed too late, waking up at inconsistent times, or sleeping too much during the day can make it harder for the body to maintain a natural sleep rhythm at night. In addition, consuming caffeine, alcohol, or eating too much in the evening can also affect sleep quality. Caffeine makes the nervous system more alert, while alcohol can cause sleep to become fragmented and less deep. The sleep environment also plays an important role. A bedroom that is too bright, too noisy, too hot, or too cold can all make it difficult for the body to relax. An uncomfortable sleeping space makes it harder for the brain to transition into a resting state. 3. The harmful effects of sleep deprivation. One night of sleep deprivation can make you tired, sluggish, and unable to concentrate. But chronic sleep deprivation is the more concerning part. It silently wears you down, without noise, and without a red warning signal. Yet each day, it takes away a little of your ability to function normally. First, sleep deprivation directly affects brain health and daily functioning. When you do not get enough sleep, the body is more likely to fall into a state of fatigue, while the brain becomes less alert than usual. You may react more slowly, forget more easily, have difficulty concentrating, and struggle with decision-making. Next, sleep deprivation also clearly affects mental health and emotional control. When the body does not get enough rest, the brain no longer has enough energy to regulate emotions in a stable way. If this condition continues, it can affect our mood, concentration, and mental health every day. Chronic sleep deprivation can alter the activity of glial cells in the brain, especially astrocytes and microglia. Under normal conditions, these cells participate in protecting, repairing, and removing neural components that are no longer needed. This may contribute to reduced concentration, memory, information processing, and emotional regulation. Sleep deprivation also affects the body. When sleep is insufficient for a long period of time, the risk related to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, anxiety, depression, and injury may increase. Frequent sleep deprivation is associated with many serious conditions such as anxiety, depression, obesity, heart disease, and injury. Chronic sleep deprivation can disrupt the brain's natural recovery mechanisms. Sleep deprivation weakens the immune system. During sleep, the body produces and regulates many substances related to immunity, helping fight bacteria, viruses, and repair damage. If you are frequently sleep deprived, the body may become more prone to colds, more susceptible to illness, and recovery time may also be longer. Sleep deprivation affects weight and blood sugar. When you sleep too little, the hormones that control hunger and fullness become disrupted. You are more likely to crave sweets and fatty foods, eat more late at night, and feel less motivated to exercise because the body is tired. In the long term, this increases the risk of weight gain, obesity, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. 4. Health benefits of getting enough sleep. The first benefit is better memory and learning ability. When you get enough sleep, you can concentrate more easily, process information faster, and make fewer minor mistakes. The brain has time to organize what it has received, so your mind does not feel overloaded like a room filled with scraps of paper. The second benefit is a more stable mood. Sleep deprivation makes emotions easier to trigger. You may become more irritable, more sensitive, more easily saddened, or feel that everything is heavier than it really is. In contrast, getting enough sleep gives the nervous system a chance to rebalance. You may still face pressure, but the brain does not have to fight that pressure in a drained state. The third benefit is better immune function. When sleep is insufficient, the body may respond less effectively to disease-causing factors. Good sleep is an essential factor for overall physical and mental health. The fourth benefit is support for weight and metabolism. Sleep deprivation can affect hunger and satiety hormones, making you crave food more, especially sweets, fatty foods, and fast food. Sleep deprivation affects how the body responds to insulin and can raise blood sugar levels, which is related to diabetes risk. The fifth benefit is the protection of cardiovascular health and long-term health. Regularly sleeping less than 7 hours is associated with many health problems, such as weight gain, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, depression, impaired immunity, reduced performance, and increased risk of accidents. When you are frequently sleep deprived, every activity becomes more difficult. Studying becomes harder. Working becomes harder. Controlling emotions becomes harder. And maintaining health becomes harder. 5. Ways to improve sleep deprivation. The first method is to keep a fixed bedtime and wake-up time. Start by choosing a realistic time frame. For example, going to bed at 11 p.m. and waking up at 6:30 or 7 a.m. The important thing is to repeat it consistently, and even on weekends, do not shift too far from the schedule. The second method is to create a bedtime routine. About 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, slow down, dim the lights, place your phone away from the bed, read a few pages of a book, listen to gentle sounds, and write down the things you need to do tomorrow. The third method is to manage light exposure. In the morning, expose yourself to natural light if possible. In the evening, reduce strong light and limit screen use. The fourth method is to avoid caffeine in the late afternoon and evening. If you have difficulty sleeping, try setting a boundary. After 2 or 3 p.m., do not consume coffee, strong tea, or energy drinks. The fifth method is regular physical activity. You do not need to exercise too intensely. Walking, stretching, light cycling, and simple exercise can all be helpful. Daytime physical activity helps the body use energy in a healthy way and makes it easier to sleep at night. The sixth method is not to force yourself to stay in bed for too long when you cannot sleep. If you lie down for a long time and still cannot sleep, get out of bed for a while and do something gentle and minimally stimulating, such as reading a paper book or listening to relaxing sounds. When sleepiness returns, go back to bed. Finally, consider sleep a part of self-discipline, not a reward after finishing everything. You do not need to wait until you are exhausted before allowing yourself to rest. Sleep deprivation does not make you stronger. It only makes you used to functioning in a weakened state. Getting enough sleep is not laziness. It is how you protect your brain, your heart, your emotions, and your future. 6. Standards of healthy sleep. Healthy sleep is sleep that provides the duration the body needs to recover. For adults, the recommended sleep duration is usually about 7 to 9 hours per night. Second, it is not only about getting enough hours of sleep, but also about going to bed and waking up at relatively consistent times each day. A stable sleep schedule helps the biological clock function better. Third, sleep should be deep enough, with few awakenings during the night, and should help the body feel restored after waking up. Sleep deprivation does not only make the body tired, it also silently affects the brain, emotions, and overall health. Therefore, consider sleep an important part of taking care of yourself every day. I'm Monica Bellamy. Follow me to stay updated with useful health information.